Hello and welcome to another episode of Put Me in Coach on episode 95, Diamondbacks versus Dodgers game 1, and we are 2 games away. This will be the third game away of enough to going to the All-Star break. Lineup of the day, Kento Marte is playing DH, Lourdes Gurriel playing left field, Vargas playing second base, Ryan Wolfman is back playing center field, and Tim Towell playing first base. And then Jorge Barroso came in to pitch for Ryan Wolfman, but Wolfman actually got hit by a pitch by a bunt and hit his fingers, so he got out of the game and stuff. So bottom of the sixth, Jorge Barroso came in to play center field. There was a lot of hits and stuff. The crazy thing is the Dodgers really didn't really do well in this game and stuff. They made a lot of errors. They made 3 errors in the whole game and stuff. It's not very likely of enough the Dodgers do that, but sometimes enough. You make some mistakes and stuff, and it really cost them a lot and stuff. And Diamondbacks just were on them today and stuff, and not a lot of hits. I would definitely say that. I would definitely say it's like 50-50 and stuff. Carroll went 0 for 4. Nolan Arenado went 0 for 2. It's crazy enough of he got walked like 3 times, I believe, and stuff. That's kind of crazy to think about that. And then Ryan Wolfman went 0 for 2. I understand that and stuff, but I think that's pretty much it. Everybody got base hit. Brina went 2 for 5. Tim Towell went 3 for 4. What a great game for him and stuff to step up at the first plate. So pretty good overall and stuff, and we gave an advantage on the Dodgers air and stuff. So pretty good for offense and stuff. And then even Jorge Barroso even got a base hit as well. So pretty good for him. Pitching wise enough, Eduardo Rodriguez started pitching today and stuff. He went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, struck out 5, walked 1, and gave up 2 runs. So 2-run Rodriguez we got and stuff for this game and stuff. I think he did really good. Again, I think in the 2 hits were really in the beginning of the game and stuff, and that's pretty much it overall, just from runs on the Dodgers and stuff. But he did give up 7 runs. 7 hits, I meant to say, and stuff. So not like it's bad enough to give that much hits and stuff, but fortunately getting out the innings and stuff, I guess is a positive in that way and stuff. So there's like negatives and positives to this, but overall he performed really good and didn't really give a lot of runs on for the Dodgers. So I guess that's positive. And then Dodgers starting pitcher is Kyle Hurt, and fortunately enough, I think should be Shohei Ohtani. Should absolutely pitch on that day. But I guess he's having injured from his knee or whatever, but he still hit as a DH and stuff. And I don't even think enough he's going to play in the All-Star, but he will be there because obviously he's in the ballot. But I don't think he's going to play. So I'm surprised enough, and also losing a good player for the NL side for the All-Star and stuff. So again, enough, and also he's the DH, so I'm surprised enough of it, but maybe he's gonna play in the All-Star if he's gonna play in these games and stuff. I'm not 100% sure. Mostly of the backup for DH is probably gonna be Kyle Schwarber, if so, but there could be other people can take over the place as well for the NL side and stuff. But that's currently what I know, but just what it is. And also, Kyle Hurt didn't really pitch that much, so he went 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, walk 1, strike 1, my bad, and then walk 1, and then gave up 2 runs and stuff. And that's pretty much it. He didn't go like more than like 5 innings and 7. So they basically went to bullpen after that and stuff. And I don't think that was a good idea for Ryan Robert to do that and stuff, because I don't think he's very smart to go in bullpen that much. And so that's just my opinion, and currently enough for what I saw, especially enough for 2024 World Series for Game 4. But, you know, those are the typical things and stuff. So I can't not really say a whole lot for Kyle Hurt and stuff. I guess he did okay, but fortunately enough, those are the things the Diamondbacks did on him and stuff really cost him 2 runs. So that's pretty much that. And then bullpen for the Diamondbacks, Brandon Garcia, Jonathan Elizalde, and Dre Jameson. And again, they didn't really talk about his sneakers and stuff, but I have a feeling he was probably wearing Tom and Jerry. That's what I'm assuming. What I saw brown, so that's currently enough what I saw of enough. If he's wearing brown, it's probably Tom and Jerry. Alright, so I kind of edited out of the ones I don't want to talk about and stuff, so the ones I do want to talk about, so I kind of dialed it down, just don't get confused, because you probably will, and stuff, of the scoring and stuff. These are just the important scoring that happened in the game and stuff. Guy Marino hit a 2 RBI single to make it 2-0 top of the first. Shohei Ohtani with a solo home run to make it 1-2 bottom of the first. And then Andy Padres with a solo home run to tie the game up to 1-1 bottom of the first. Back-to-back home runs for the Dodgers. And these are the only runs the Dodgers got. There's nothing else. The rest was pretty much the Diamondbacks and stuff. Tim Tebow with a 2 home run to make it 4-2 top of the fourth. And then Miguel Rojas with a RBI double to make it 3-9 bottom of the ninth. And that, fortunately enough, I guess that's the other run. I forgot about Miguel Rojas. Sorry. My confusion and stuff, but I think that's pretty much it and stuff. That was the final score was 9-3. The Diamondbacks won and stuff. So a good game for the Diamondbacks. Their record is now 47-47, back on right on 500 and stuff. So it's good to see them over and stuff, and also the Padres are going down too. So it's good enough where we're in second place and stuff. And I wouldn't say we're crazy far away, like we are way far of like 20 games away from the Dodgers, but it's good to see some games off the Dodgers and stuff. So that's pretty much of that. So yeah, progress, love seeing this and stuff. I love to see just more other people to get base hits here and there and stuff. There's patience. We gave a lot of times of where the Dodgers just keep making errors, and we just like capitalize on those and stuff. So sometimes enough of you gotta get an advantage on those and make them as an error, not us and stuff. So that's a positive right there and stuff. They gotta keep doing enough of it and stuff. Looking at Kenta Marte's swing, he went 1 for 5, by the way, and stuff. First swing from the game and stuff was a pretty hard, to me of enough. He looks like he wants to hit the ball hard, like absolutely the hardest he can and stuff. You don't have to hit hard to just like crack it or whatever and stuff. Just get a good swing, you don't have to swing it crazy hard. So there's times enough of he just tries to hacks it or whatever and stuff. Be more control maybe a little bit and stuff, but who knows and stuff. It's just not good look on Marte sometimes and stuff. I keep seeing his swings and stuff, and sometimes he gets on it, sometimes none of it. It's a weird swing. Don't like it enough, but if it's working for him, I guess it helps him enough, because that's the only way he does it. I'm not gonna it's weird enough of you don't want to control enough of it, but sometimes you gotta change sometimes enough if something is not working and stuff. But if it's working, keep doing it, and if it's not working, then you gotta change and stuff. Those are the things that we gotta really think about a lot and stuff, because fortunately enough for Bram Fott, enough he realized enough of there's something he literally changed from his pitching and stuff, and now it's working. So sometimes enough, you gotta change for the better, for just for yourself and for the team and stuff. So yeah. And then pitching wise enough, love I'm seeing of it. I get Jay Jameson only gave one base hit at the ninth inning, but not too much and stuff. And I think everybody did great. So that's pretty much of that. MVP for this game and stuff, it's going to be Tim Towell. He went 3 for 4. He got 2 RBI singles with also a 2 home run and stuff. This was his night and stuff. So, fortunately enough, this is his first MVP on this podcast. So, good for him. Seeing some little of it. He's in the shadow so much and stuff. So, fortunately enough, for him to come out and play first base is a huge thing and stuff. And hearing about the announcer saying enough of like, well, I know one thing for tomorrow. Tim Towell was playing first base. So it's good to see him doing some positive stuff for the Diamondbacks. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.